Man, the hair color stuff, I don't know. Man, I was this afternoon, I was like editing yesterday's stream because I want to put like the update overview in a YouTube video. But man, I feel like the way I talked about it when listening back to it, like totally isn't clear how I feel about it. Like I keep saying, or I kept saying yesterday, like, oh, I don't care about this, and it sounds like I don't care about the issue. But what I meant was, I don't care about changing my hair color. I do care about, care about shitty pricing. Because I do think it's bad for the game. It shouldn't be there. It sets a bad precedent. I just don't care about being able to change my hair color. But I'm not exactly happy with the payment model they're exploring here. Yeah, I wouldn't use them if it was free. But that doesn't mean I don't care about, the state of the game or the image of the game or how they're treating the players who do want it, Before we continue, let's do the usual patch notes overview, which we've come to always do these days, but it's gonna be a short one. It's gonna be a short one because there's no gameplay changes at all. So let's take a peep. Here we go. So, update 1.20. What changed? Well, they've added the Ryza mashup outfits, which I think are excellent. These 3 excellent costumes. Added the Gust mashup. Also excellent costumes, but recycled, which kinda disappointed since, isn't that what Revival is for? But at least they're good costumes, but it's a bit unfortunate in my opinion. Those could have been Revival outfits. Then you can use premium tickets to change your hairstyle on PS4. That's a doozy. We'll talk about that in a second. Titles, I didn't even know that, but they've added titles, which, if you're into titles, good, I guess. Yeah, so more hairstyles you can use on all applicable outfits. You can now use Happy Wedding and Pirates on all outfits, which is good. This should have been a thing for all of them from the start, but I'm glad they're adding it at least now. Fix an issue that prevented replays working correctly with certain costumes. I never experienced this, and I've actually done quite a few replays because I often use photo mode in replays to make like thumbnails for YouTube. So I've never had a problem with it. So maybe I'm, lucky. It's probably a male costume. That's why it took so long to figure out. Fix the issue where incorrect hairstyles were sometimes displayed when fighting on certain costumes. Also, never ever seen that happen. So yeah, good shit. Also something I didn't know before I read this, Mary Rose, Honoka and Nico, guess why, are free for a limited time to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of the release of DOA 6, even though it released, like in a week from now. But yeah, I guess it originally was about to release, around this time, so yeah, if you're new to the game, which, would be weird if you were watching this, if you're new to the game, but it's possible. 3 characters to use. I happen to be the ones with the really good Ryza outfits. So yeah, good stuff. And then more player points, costume patterns for the same duration. So I guess for everyone who is starting to use Mary Rose, Honoka, and Nico, they can get their outfits unlocked faster. Good shit. Version number. And then this is just an overview of all the hairstyles that you can change on PS4. Or you can alter the color, which, you know, I mean, it's just a list. It's just a list, that's it. So this is the patch notes, right? This is it. New DLC, you know, again, Ryza outfits, love them, they're really good. Gust, really good, although recycled. And then, dude, the hair. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. The hair. I legit haven't even looked at it because I'm not the target audience to change hair color. I'm just not interested. That's like customization I don't care about. I like new outfits. Hair color. Color me uninterested. So I guess you can do it here. Yeah. So my opinion on this is a bit like to be honest, let's be real, right? I don't care about this, so it doesn't hurt me. It doesn't hurt my play experience. If I'm playing on PC and this doesn't exist, it's gonna feel exactly the same to me. Except now I'm gonna have to look at people using weird hair. That's about it for me. Other than that, I do disagree with how they're doing it. Like, I don't like this. You have to buy it. You're basically renting it, right? You're renting it until you get rid of it, and then you have to rebuy it to do it again. For each separate, I don't get why they did this. I get it, money, but other than that, it just doesn't. Like, to me, it would have been bad enough, to be honest. It would have been bad enough if it was a one-time purchase. Like, if you would have to buy, let's say you're a completionist all the way, and you'd have to buy them all, even if it's just 16 colors per character. And if you had to buy them all, and then you get them on all hairstyles, even that would feel shitty, right? This would have been the perfect opportunity to just, you know, if they use this system, this exact system, but with player points, with the little coins I have, like, what, 9 million of? Yeah. So let me use my 9 million points over and over on the colors. That would make sense. I still wouldn't do it because this is not for me. I still wouldn't do it, but at least just make it points. Like, I can't imagine them making, I mean, I was about to say I can't imagine them making a lot of money on this, but it must have cost them barely anything to make. It's some re-textured hair, right? You change the color, maybe some shaders, if that even, probably not. So yeah, I disagree with the strategy, with the sales strategy. Other than that, I really don't care about it, and it doesn't influence or it doesn't impact the game, like the actual gameplay in any way, but it does impact, you know, how people view the game. So it's definitely, I think this is a misstep. I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be, because it is just hair. But it's a pretty shitty way of going about it. Like, if you would imagine the worst thing, this is kind of it, right? This is the worst way to do it. 99% certain this was the original intention, but some exec thought it was a good idea to monetize this. Sometimes that's how this game feels, right? I refuse to believe that Team Ninja as a developer is like, this is our vision for the game. This is exactly what we had in mind. I refuse to believe that, because if you look at what else they're doing, like Neo, they're making all the right calls. So I don't think it's a Team Ninja problem. It definitely smells like Suits, right? definitely smells like suits.